Hey guys, welcome back to Crazy Dave's Kitchen. What do I have for you today? I've got Crazy Dave's magical potatoes. What makes these babies so magical is this. As soon as you put them down, for an appetizer, an office party, family gathering, whatsoever, they're gonna magically disappear. Sit back, relax, and enjoy as I show you how to make Crazy Dave's magical potatoes. Okay, so what are you gonna need to make Crazy Dave's magical potatoes? Alright, first thing I did is these babies. These are just regular potatoes. What I did is I took these potatoes and I put them in my Instapot with a steam basket, and I steamed them for about 15-20 minutes, give or take. Then I put them in the refrigerator overnight because I want them kind of firm, but I want them pre-cooked. Alright, over here I got 2 pounds of some bacon. I got some Parmesan's breakfast sausage. Use any kind of sausage that you want for that. And I've also got some string cheese. Then I've got my little handy dandy, I guess they call it an apple core. So I'm gonna use that with the potatoes, okay? And then of course I got my knife. All right, let's put these babies together. So one of the first things that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my potato here, and I'm gonna grab the apple core. And I'm just gonna start rotating in here, and just kind of pushing in, as you can see, and just rotate it. And you want to try to, core this thing. So you rotate it, slowly pull it out, and you'll see it's coming out almost like it's like a French fry, There you go. Okay, so you'll see it's kind of cored out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go the opposite way to see if we can make a perfect hole. There we go. Okay, so we see a perfect hole. We're going to do that with all these potatoes. That's the first step, okay? So let's do that. Okay, so I got done coring the potatoes, kind of looks like that, okay? Now I'm gonna take this string cheese and I'm gonna put it inside the potato, okay? Kind of like that. So you see it's, there we go, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and just do that to about 2 of these things. The other ones I'm gonna fill up with the breakfast sausage. Now you'll notice I got these little wedges here. You can probably season them up with salt, pepper, and throw them in the fryer or throw them in the oven, and I guess make some potato logs or something with it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with those yet. Alright, so I filled 2 of these up with the string cheese. And the only reason why I have 5 potatoes is because I'm kind of experimenting with this to see how it comes out. This is the first time that I've done this, so we'll see. I got 2 other ones left, big ones. I'm going to go ahead and, actually I got 3 of them left. Fill them up with these little breakfast sausage. Now of course, if you're going to make a whole bunch of appetizers, get more potatoes. Play around with it. And then we're just going to stuff this in as well. Now this is going to be a little bit harder for me to do because these I probably should have had them frozen. But you know what, just stick them in there. Use your fingers because you want to stuff this potato as much as you can. Now all the potatoes have been stuffed, okay? So now comes the fun part. Take your knife and we're gonna cut wedges. Kind of thick wedges, and you'll see when we're done here what they're gonna look like. So it kind of looks like that. So you can see how you can see the potato and you can see the sausage, okay? You're gonna cut them all up, kind of put them off to the side. And you're going to do that to the sausage as well as the ones for the cheese. So here we are, we're just, finishing up here with the sausage ones. And you kind of want them, just a little thick. Because remember, the potatoes are cooked, okay? So you don't have to worry about that. And just keep slicing them up. Now, every now and then I'll get one that looks like it may not have been stuffed all the way. So I didn't use all of the sausage. You just grab little pieces of it and go ahead and fill it in. Okay. Now again, we're just cutting these up. We're letting them off to the side. And what we're going to do later is once I'm done cutting them all up, we're going to go ahead and wrap them up in that beautiful bacon. So let me finish this up, and then we're going to go on to the next step. Alright, so these ones right here are the ones that have the string cheese in it. And I tasted it kind of like with the potato and the cheese, kind of cold right now. It's actually pretty darn good. The only thing I would probably do different for a little bit of a kick is they sell those little cubes slices, not really string cheese, but of a pepper jack. I would probably do some of these with a pepper jack as well. Kind of give it that little bit of a kick once you wrap it up with the bacon and stuff. I think that would be good. Going back to the sausage, I would probably say go with the breakfast sausage or regular, maybe an Italian sausage, and use that jerky gun. I think that would be an advantage on this setup here. But again, that's the whole point of Crazy Dave's Kitchen. We like to experiment here, we like to play around with recipes, and just share with everybody. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I took the bacon and I kind of wrapped them up a little bit, and I'm just going to set them down. And I'm going to do that to all of them. One slice of bacon I think is pretty sufficient for the most part, but let's see what happens. But I'm just going to keep wrapping them up, and when I'm done, I'll bring you back. Okay, so they're all wrapped up. From about here, this way is the potato with the sausage. This way is the potato with the string cheese. I'm going to go ahead and put them back in the fridge. I kind of want the bacon to firm up a little bit. And then we're going to put them in the smoker. Now, you can either smoke them, or you can even put them in the oven, or even the air fryer. Okay, guys, so little bonus treat, I guess. If you remember those potatoes that were left over when I cored out the original potatoes, these are like potato logs, and this is a little bit of the potatoes I had left. I didn't have enough bacon to wrap everything, so I ended up putting them into my air fryer, and I'm telling you guys, these are absolutely amazing. This came out like a homemade version of a tater tot. That's actually pretty cool. Add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper to it, and you got a nice little treat here, you know? And what I would probably do is get the kids involved, do the same thing, do the baked potato, and get that apple core and core them out, and then throw them in the air fryer and make your own homemade potato tots. And I think the kids would really enjoy doing something like that. So that's kind of a, I guess, a bonus treat in this video. Okay, so here's what I did. I put those things in the freezer for about 30 minutes so they get kind of semi-firm. Now I'm putting them into my Traeger, and I'm going to go ahead and smoke these at 225. I'm thinking about 30 minutes, so in about 15 minutes I'm going to check them, turn them over, and do it for another 15 minutes and go from there. The stuff on the bottom in the foil, that's just my ribs. I'm in the second phase of doing some ribs for my family, so don't worry about that. Or if you're interested, you can check some of my other videos on a little coffee bean 3-2-1 method for making some ribs. Alright guys, so these things have been in here for a couple of hours actually. I thought 30 minutes was going to be enough, but I decided to leave them in there because it is a low temperature, and I tasted some of these things are really, really good. But right now, I'm going to pull them out of the smoker here and set them off to the side. Okay guys, man, woo-wee. The cheese one, okay, it was good, okay. I still feel that a pepper jack would kind of kick it up next notch. But man, when I tried that one with that sausage in it, oh, talk about like infusion, taste bud explosion. It was like fireworks going off and bombs and everything. I mean, it was, whoa, what was that? I shared it to my neighbors felt the same thing. So guys, there you go. Now again, as I mentioned a little bit ago, I didn't leave it in the smoker for 30 minutes. I actually left it in there for about 2 hours at 225, kind of chilled out a little bit. But there you go. Crazy Dave's Magic Potatoes. And as you can see, they are disappearing. So don't blink because they're gone.